She said it like she was reading a grocery list. No tremor, no hesitation, just, "You're replaceable." Then she turned away, tying her hair with the same hand that used to rest against my chest when she pretended to love me. The kitchen smelled of lemon cleaner and deceit. Evening light fractured across the marble counters, cutting her silhouette in half. I watched her reflection in the glass door, her movements mechanical, detached. The phone buzzed twice on the counter. She didn't flinch, didn't move to answer it. That's how I knew it wasn't me she was waiting for anymore. My chest didn't tighten, my pulse didn't rise, it just stopped caring. I'd felt something die weeks ago, I just hadn't buried it yet. When she finally left the room, I picked up her phone. The lock screen was new, 4 digits I didn't recognize. I stared at the blank reflection on the black glass. 4 digits between me and the truth. 4 digits between the man I was and the man I was about to become. I placed the phone back exactly where she left it, wiped my fingerprints, and waited. The signs had been there, subtle, like hairline cracks beneath a perfect floor. New perfume, late nights with friends, that sudden interest in going to the gym after 3 years of avoiding mirrors. She started smiling at her phone the way she used to smile at me, except this time it wasn't real, it was private. The first time I asked, she laughed, "You're paranoid." The second time, she rolled her eyes, "Don't be insecure." The third time, she kissed me to shut me up, and it worked, for a while. I began watching her from the edges of my life. The corners of rooms, reflections in windows, half-heard conversations through walls. She was good, not perfect, but good enough to fool a man who still wanted to believe in her. One night, I caught her whispering on the balcony. The tone was too soft, too careful. Not how you talk to friends, how you talk to someone who knows what you sound like when you're lying. I listened. The name she said wasn't mine. That was the first time I smiled in weeks. Not out of happiness, out of clarity. I became meticulous, methodical, like a man quietly cleaning up after a murder, except the body was my marriage. Her phone habits changed. Her passwords rotated. She started leaving the room to take client calls. So I adapted. I learned her patterns, the small tells, the delay before she locked her phone, the hesitation before answering my questions. I started recording our conversations, installed a keylogger on her laptop. Nothing invasive, just necessary. Then came the photos. Hidden in cloud backups she didn't know synced to my drive. Blurry, intimate, her face half lit, half gone. I didn't rage, didn't confront. I studied. Every pixel, every timestamp, every lie. I traced the location data to a hotel 2 towns over. The receipts matched. Tuesday nights, always Tuesday. So I waited for a Tuesday, pretended to work late, drove there quietly, headlights off the last half mile. From the parking lot, I watched her walk into the lobby. Same coat, same perfume, different eyes. She met him near the elevator, tall, forgettable, the kind of man who mistakes secrecy for excitement. They didn't kiss, not there, but they didn't need to. Their bodies already spoke fluently. When the elevator doors closed, I turned on the engine and drove home. 2 weeks later, the final piece arrived. Confirmation from the private investigator. Photographs, dates, audio recordings. Enough truth to kill the last bit of denial still clinging to me. He handed me the file in a plain brown envelope. No words exchanged. None were needed. That night, I placed the folder on the kitchen table where she usually left her phone. She walked in around midnight, humming, glowing, reeking of a perfume I'd never bought. Her smile froze when she saw the envelope. "What's this?" I said nothing, just nodded at it. She opened it. The first photo slid out. Her and him, half naked, laughing in a room I paid for. Her breath caught. "Where did you—" I raised a hand. Silence. The second photo. Then the third. The sound of paper hitting the table was louder than her heartbeat. When she looked up, her face was colorless. "I can explain," she whispered. I believed her. I believed she could explain, just not honestly. I'd already packed her things, hours before she came home. Suitcases lined the hallway like a farewell parade. Her confusion melted into panic. "What are you doing?" "I'm doing what you said," I replied, "replacing you." She reached for me, reflex, habit, but I stepped back. "The locks will be changed in the morning," I said. "Your car keys are in the drawer. I've already transferred the joint funds to separate accounts. You'll find your share." Her lips trembled. "You can't just—" "I can," I said, "and I already did." I handed her the divorce papers, pre-signed, dated that morning, the same day she thought she could still lie to me. She looked at me like I'd become a stranger. Maybe I had. Maybe that was the point. "Please," she whispered, "I made a mistake." "No," I said softly, "you made a choice." She left just before dawn. The house felt heavier when she was gone, but not emptier. Her perfume still lingered in the air, sweet, cloying, like rot under flowers. I opened the windows and let it fade. People say heartbreak makes you feel hollow. They're wrong. It fills you with clarity, precision, a quiet kind of vengeance that doesn't scream. I didn't need to destroy her. All I had to do was remove myself. The silence that followed would do the rest. As the sun rose, I sat at the table where the lies began. The same table where I ended them. I looked at the empty chair across from me and smiled once, faintly. Then I whispered to no one, "You were right." A pause, a breath. "You're replaceable." And for the first time, I believed it.